Range is brought to you by Davidson's Gallery of Guns.
Tom, back in the 1870s, which, believe it or not, that was even before my time. We switched from paper and linen black powder cartridges to self-contained metallic cartridges, very similar to what we have today. And today, we're going to talk about what I think is really the most significant advancement in ammunition since then, and that's True Velocity's polymer case cartridges. Fantastic.
Right, and it's the first time we've seen a successful polymer case cartridge. And you know, right now, True Velocity is obviously pretty focused on the military because they're the ones that can most leverage the 40% weight savings, which is
and that's what comes to your mind immediately is the weight savings, and it's huge.
Right. I mean, you figure like here's the rounds. We got 50 BMG, we get 338 Norma, 308 and 223. But let's take that 308 for an example. You put 3,000 rounds, miniguns, 3,000 rounds a minute, you load 9,000 rounds on an aircraft, you're talking a 240-pound savings just switching from brass case ammo to polymer case ammo.
Well, that's huge. That's one fully loaded infantryman or more airtime.
Right. And then you know, multiply that by, we're going to put thousands of rounds on a pallet and fly it halfway around the world. I mean, I heard the CEO of True Velocity tell the Pentagon, or relate to the Pentagon, that I'll give you the ammunition, just give me 40% of your transportation savings. Now as an American taxpayer, you know, like that gets a standing ovation. I think that's a great idea. Unfortunately, the Pentagon vapor locked because he wasn't, you know, trained to think that way.
It's weight that comes to your mind first, but really, performance-wise, the real advantage is heat.
Heat, because that affects us all, right?
Yes.
Heat is the destroyer of firearms.
Sure.
And I took a 100-round belt of a crew-served machine gun, ran 100 rounds through it, bolt locked to the rear, and I stuck my finger right down in the chamber. And the reason that's a big deal is because if you can keep heat out of the chamber, you delay the effects of heat on the throat. Throat erosion, that's what shoots barrels out.
Hey, all these barrel life and action life.
Absolutely, and especially on an AR, competition shooters, you know, that AR bolt gets hot and cold, the temper destroys the temper, and then you start shearing lugs off the bolt. So, you know...
And you've shot these a lot. There's no degradation in accuracy.
None whatsoever. In fact, I had some phenomenal accuracy, and a lot of it is, you know, if you look closely at the round, you'll see some sealant where the bullet sits in the case, and that is kind of one of the tricks of getting super consistent tension on the neck. Of course, that has a fantastic effect on accuracy and making tiny little groups. And, you know, I mean, right now, they're white. It's a two-piece case. It's white, but they can dye it. They got green and brown. And like I said, right now it's predominantly focused on the military, but I look forward to the day when it's available to us all.
Military is going to care most about the weight initially, but we can all benefit from the reduction in heat.
Absolutely.